The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Blue waiting. Check 52's the man. Here I come. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, check that. 5 on the 50. 2 right here. 5 on the 50. Check. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready? 2 ready.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Ready? Black 25 behind.
Check right. We got double tight. Alert. 3 down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Winston. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check 24. Check 21. Ready to go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On play action, Winston. He'll buy some time right. Airing this one up. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 53 yards. They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Check.
toss to Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Ready, swing. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Check.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Winston.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Just
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
White. Here we go again. 552. It's a party now. It's a party now. Come on. Watch the shit. Hey. Watch the shit. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go.
On second down now. It's Jones, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Winston. Flush to his right. He's going to, and Winston lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Ready? Black, what is that? Check 45 to Mike. I'm going to run you off. Let's go.
They'll run it with Jones. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The throw over the middle taken in, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Winston escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Come on. Check 43. Hey, let's get it perfect. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Ronald Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Levante David in on the tackle.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Freeman again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Check your hot read. Out. Kill. Shoot. Watch 39.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up third down.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs.
45.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready. 52 right here. 52. Oh, dang. Watch out, watch out. Watch out.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Gay's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
59, ready. 280. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Ryan now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 30 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running right, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Desmond Trufant brought him down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
7-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, it's Jones. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 29 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White.